Hi everyone, I'm Yani Verona Abenes. Currently working here in Macau. I'm a student of ACLC Macau and this is my course project in my AMA University OED education. GE6116 Science and Technology and Society. This is my analytical reflection after watching Our Planet, Our Business. I felt goosebumps because it showed us how our natural world looks like as we never seen before. The million different species, the planet, the marine life, the simpleness of their living in order to survive really amazes me. Before of all the advancement of technology, our mother nature is green and pollution free, that even the exotic animals are peacefully living. The marine life are rich with natural resources and coral reefs. The birds flying high freely up in the sky without even thinking someone will catch or harm them. As the years passes by, the human and the advancement of technology slowly destroying our ecosystem, and it makes me feel bad that we're the one responsible and threat to it. This documentation is an eye-opener for us people to be aware and sensitive enough in all our actions. We start to ourselves, but on how we will become a responsible human being. The world needs help, and by watching this, we will be able to come up of some ideas that will slowly bring back the natural and pollution-free of our environment. We help each other to preserve nature, not for ourselves, but for the future of the next generation, that we will also let them have the privilege to experience living happily and peacefully in a pollution-free environment. There are also questions need to answer, like number one, as an individual, either at home or at work, what are the technological advancements humans have ever created but contributed a large scale of environment problems? What do you think are the sustainable solutions to these problems? My answer is, some of the technological advancements at home are building of railways, of trains, which can cause some mountains to be deforested and flattened, and even underwater tunnels. Using train as means of transportation may be easier and faster, and no traffic jam. But upon constructing it, they need to destroy some part of our natural resources. Another building is building of factories and establishments. This factory composed or makes product which help our daily needs, but in processing they don't comply with the requirements and with the standard. Other factories, some don't use the proper waste disposal and proper sanitation, which affects the people who will use or eat will probably be in danger. In some ways, factories are flows in the river and seas and cause danger in marine life underwater. Some factories also cause air pollution that is mixed in the air, which affects the lungs if being breathed. It can be prevented only if they will comply with the proper guidelines and checked by the government time after time. Number 2 questions. Cite some technological use at home that is sustainable and no impact or destruction to our environment. Some technology used at home or work that is sustainable and no impact or destruction to our environment are chargeable batteries. In this one, we can save money for always buying batteries, but now just charge it and can be used again. Another is solar panel. Saving money and conserve energy at the same time, especially when your house is far from civilization and hard to pick up electricity. It's a big help if you use the solar panel, especially at night. Nowadays, some of the buses and motors use electric instead of diesel and gases to conserve energy and money, and is safe for the environment. Number 3 question. What are some best practices you do to conserve and protect our environment, either home or at work? One of the best practices we do in conserving and protecting our environment, either home or at work, are segregating the garbage into biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Since elementary, I remember we are taught to do some practices because it's a big help to control the garbage in our community. The biodegradable can be used as fertilizers to plants, while non-biodegradable, if cleaned thoroughly, can be recycled and can decorate with some artistic works. We can also use the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce, which means of cutting off or less consumption of used of things. Reuse, which means it can use again the next time, and will use instead of throwing it and buy one. And lastly, recycle, which means from garbage we can develop a better outcome. And the last one, reflect on how you will encourage the youth or younger generation to be an earth warrior to save the planet. I can encourage the youth, especially the younger generation, to be an earth warrior to save the planet by sharing them situation of what they can and can't do, like joining activities connected to environment like tree planting, clean up drive, or any activities which can contribute in restoring our mother nature. I will tell to them that our trees control floods and soil erosion. I encourage them also to conserve energy and electricity, like when they are not using electric fan, they can switch it off for some time. I can elaborate to them that it can be done like avoiding burning plastic, and explain to them that it can cause for the ozone layer to get thinner and cause some climate change. I tell them to be responsible citizens, and simple act has a big impact to the society, especially the environment. That's all. Thank you.